Hello students, good morning to all of you. Let's start to discuss about the continued chapter, that is the Summer of Beautiful White Horse. That I hope you have gone through my first video, that is the part 1. So let's continue with the second one. So where we have left the discussion. So let's start. Uh, we have gone through like this, that the Murad and the Aram was going to have a ride on a horse which was stolen by the Aram's cousin Murad. Okay, so my cousin Murad came running down the road. I am worried about you, I shouted. We have got to get that horse. Okay, the story stopped here, that the Aram was on a horse, and when he started going to started his ride, that instead of going to in the field or irrigation, the horse ran down the road to the vineyard and also began to leap over the vines. 7 vines leap over the vines, that the horse jumped over the 7 vines, so that it continued running. Now, cousin Murad that came running down the road, and he said that I'm not worried about you, I shouted. Okay, so Murad was telling that I'm not worried about you, but I'm worried about that horse. We have got to get that horse, right? You go this way and I'll go this way. So both started to go on the opposite sides. If you come upon him, be kindly, I'll be near. Okay, if you catch him, please be kind. Okay, don't hit or don't be hard, I'll be near, means I'll come very soon. Okay, I continued down the road, and my cousin Murad went across the field towards the irrigation ditch. Okay, so both started running to catch the horse from opposite side. So Aram went to the roadside, and his cousin went to the field side towards the irrigation ditch. It took him half an hour to find the horse and bring him back. So now you can see that it took half an hour to catch that horse. All right, he said, jump on. Okay, by jumping on that horse, he said that, all right, the whole world is awake now. Okay, the whole world means the people around him, around his country, that countryside, village side, is awake now. Now all are get up and they are working their work. What will we do? I said. Aram said, now what will we do if anybody saw us with this horse? Well, he said, Murad said, we'll either take him back or hide him until tomorrow morning. We'll take him back or hide him, means we'll hide him somewhere else until tomorrow. He didn't sound worried, and I knew he would hide him and not take him back. Okay, now he is not looking worried, and his voice is also not worried. So I knew that he would hide him definitely and not going back or not giving it back to his owner, not for a while at any rate. Now it is clear in Aram's mind that this horse is stolen, and he is not going to give it back. Then I said, where will we hide him? I know the place, he said. How long ago did you steal this horse? Aram, means I said. Now there are so many questions arises in the mind of Aram, because you know that in Gargolian family, there is the honesty and truth are the motto and the hallmark of his tribe, and he was unable to understand this behavior of Murad, and that's why he was not directly asking the question. So that's why he was asking different types of questions. Where will we hide him? I said, I know a place. He said, okay. He knows the place, he knows the place where he will hide. Now at last, Aram asked that, how long ago did you steal this horse? I said, right? Now here he used this word still. Now from this gesture and from his answers, now Aram was confirmed that he has stolen this horse. He suddenly drawn on me that he had been taking these early morning rides for some time and had come for me this morning only because he knew how much I longed to ride, right? So it suddenly dawned, means get an idea, उसको एक idea आता है on me that he had been taking these early morning rides for some time, right? बहुत दिनों से, that is he was going for a ride in early morning and had come for me this morning. Only this time he came, this morning he came to me because he knew that how I long to ride, because how I am long and how the desire to ride the horse was in me, that I am very much fascinated by the horse riding. That's why he came. Otherwise, from many early morning, he was riding the horse. Okay. Who said anything about stealing a horse? Now that Murad was looking something angry mood, and he said, who said anything about stealing horse? Who said you that I have stolen the horse? Anyhow, I said, how? Now he changed the sentence, the same sentence he changed it. How long ago did you begin riding every morning? Okay. Now suddenly from the question of Murad, that Aaron changed his sentence. That how long ago? कितने दिन से? How many days are you riding every morning? Not until this morning, he said. From not last morning, this morning, from not this morning. Are you telling the truth? I said. Are you telling the truth? Because he is not able to understand, because truth and honesty is their pride, right? Then how can you say like this that you are lying? Of course not. That Murad said. But if we found out, that's what you are to say. Yes, that Murad was saying that from yes, I am not riding the horse from this morning, but from many morning. But if we give the answer different, right? If we are found out, means if we caught by anyone in the village, then if you say that we are riding this morning, and Murad will say that I am riding from many days, then the answers will be different. So you both are looking like a liar. Then we both are looking like a liars, because both are saying the truth, right? Aram was saying the truth and Murad is also saying the truth. But the listeners, maybe the listeners understand that they are liars or they are making fun of them. All you know is that we started riding this morning. We just remember one thing, that if we caught and if we are found out, please tell that we have started the horse riding this morning also. So Aram understood this and he said, all right. He walked the horse quietly to the barn of the deserted vineyard, which at one time had been the pride of a farmer named Fitwajian, right? So barn का मतलब है one room for animals, that is a deserted, and that one is a deserted vineyard which was not used from many times. Once it was a pride of a farmer. That is the farmer. The name of that farmer is Fitwajian. Okay, उसका नाम ये है. There were some oats and dry alfalfa in the barn. So that time वहाँ पे oats and dry मतलब cereal in the barn वो उगाए जाते थे उस time. But right now it is deserted. So it is deserted barn. That's why they are taking the horse to this barn. We began walking home. It wasn't easy. Now that walk wasn't easy. He said to get the horse to behave so nicely. At first it wanted to run wild, but as I have told you, I have a way with a horse. Now see, we began walking home, and that time Aram was asking about that how to ride, that how it's easy to ride a horse. So that time Murad was saying that it wasn't easy to get the horse to behave so nicely. Horse को अच्छी तरह से behave करवाना, that is very difficult and it's not easy. वो easy नहीं है. At first it wanted to run wild. Firstly, that horse run wildly here and there. But as I had told you, I have a way with horse, right? Now here you can see that the way with horse, he was saying that means I have a good connection and I know more about how to ride a horse. That's why I can able to ride the horse. I can get it to want to do anything I want it to do. Okay, so I know that how to handle the horse. That is, horses understand me and I understand horse, right? So this statement was given by the Murad. How do you do it? I say, तुमने ऐसे कैसे कर लिया? I have an understanding with the horse. Again, he was repeating the same thing, that I have a good way and I have understanding with the horse. Yes, but what sort of an understanding? But that Aram was not understanding that what type of understanding that Murad was speaking. A simple and honest one, he said. Simple and honest one understanding है. Well, I say, I wish I knew how to reach an understanding like that with the horse. I wish that I could understand that what you are telling and how to have a good bond and good understanding with the horse. I wish I can learn that. You are still a small boy, he said. Right? Murad said that you are a very small boy. When you get to be 13 years old, you will know how to do it, right? 13 years right now, Murad is 13 years old and Aram is 9 years old. So when you get to be 13 years, you will know everything. I went home and ate a hearty breakfast. The breakfast kiya that afternoon. Okay. Now Aram was talking about what happened in that afternoon. That afternoon, my uncle Khosrow, right? I told about that uncle Khosrow, whose characteristics is similar with the Murad, came to our house for coffee and cigarettes. He sat in the parlor. Parlor means the one type of drawing room in front of the house, sipping and smoking and remembering the old country. Now, remembering the old country means that he is remembering his village life, previous life. Then another visitor arrived. In my home, a farmer. That the farmer name is John Byron, right? He came to my house to accompany the uncle Khosrow. Now, who is John Byron? Byron. That is, John Byron is a farmer and he is a Austrian, right? Now, Austrian is a country located near their country, and out of loneliness, he had learned to speak Armenian, right? And he was very lonely. That's why nobody was speaking with him. That's why he started speaking Armenian, right? उनकी जो language है वो start की थी उसने सीखने की, so that they can have a talk with each other. My mother brought the lonely visitor coffee and tobacco, and he rolled a cigarette and sipped and smoked, right? So my mother also brought coffee and tobacco and cigarette for the visitor, that is the farmer and John Byron. And then at last, sighing sadly. Sighing sadly means when you say something with a deep grief, right? Sighing sadly, he said, my white horse, which was stolen last month, is still gone, right? Now he was talking about his stolen horse, and which was which was stolen from last 1 month, right? 1 month से पूरा horse stolen हुआ है. I cannot understand it, and yet till 1 month हो गया, but I do not understand that where he was gone. My uncle Khosrow, right? I told you earlier that in my first video, part 1, that Uncle Khosrow is a very impatient and very aggressive person, that always he was saying, and his pet line was that was saying that there will be no harm, right? वो वाला sentence पूरा बोलते थे. Become very irritated and shouted, right? So by listening the story of that John Byron, he was very irritated. Irritated means become very irritated with the things that which you don't like to hear, right? And shouted, it's no harm, right? He shouted his pet line. What is the loss of a horse, right? What are we talking about, the loss of horse? Haven't we all lost the homeland? You don't know that we have lost our homeland, right? Homeland they lost, and that's why he is very upset. And what is this crying over horse, right? We are not crying because we have lost our homeland, and still we are not crying. Then why are you crying over a horse, right? Homeland is more important than your horse. That may be all right for you, a city dweller, right? To say John Byron said, right? John Byron said that, yeah, that may be all right for you. For you, it's all right. City dwellers. City dweller means dweller का मतलब belong to. Right now they belong to a city. So for you, it's not important. John, but of my Surrey. But what of my Surrey? My Surrey का मतलब है कि there is a cart जो आती है, horse cart जैसे, in which there is a two-seater cart जो Surrey बोलते हैं. But good is Surrey without a horse. Now what is the importance of Surrey without a horse? Is there any answer with you? Lift of four-wheeled carriage, मैंने बोला four-wheeled carriage with two sitting facing forward, right? कि आगे की तरफ जो सीटिंग है वो आगे की तरफ होती है, and horse को उसके साथ बांधना पड़ता है. So that is a cart, right? That you can also Surrey. Pay no attention to it. My uncle Khosrow, now he become very angry and he wrote, pay no attention to it. I walked 10 miles to get here, John Byron said. Do you know, I have to walk 10 miles because I don't have that Surrey and horse. You have legs, my uncle Khosrow said. You have legs, you can walk, right? My left leg pains me, the farmer says. The farmer says, my left leg is paining. Pay no attention to it, my uncle Khosrow, and because he has only one line, so no harm, no pay attention. That horse cost me $60. Now that horse was about $60 cost ka tha, the farmer Byron said. I spit on money, my uncle said. I spit on money means there is no importance of money. I spit means thukna on money. My uncle Khosrow said. I got up and stalked out of the house. Stalked out means walked first out of the house, slamming the screen door. Slamming means slamming को फटकना बोलते हैं, right? And screen door. Now, in your home, in your main door, that is your main door, और उसके आगे एक screen door होता है. Screen door को आप safety door भी बोल सकते हो, और वो जो वुडन का आता है, जाली वाला आता है, वही door को आप screen door बोल सकते हो. So ये आरंभ है. He got up and stalked out, means started walking very fast. My mother explained, and my mother started to explain him. He has a gentle heart, right? Sorry, I forgot that. Farmer got up. Farmer Byron, John Byron got up, and he started walking very fast and slamming the screen door. My mother explained. My mother started to explain that he has a gentle heart. He means that is Mr. Khosrow. Mr. Khosrow has a gentle heart. It is simply that he is a homesick, such a large man, right? He's a very good man inside, right? But he is missing his village, his countryside. Homesick means when you are homesick, means missing something continuously, so that you cannot concentrate on your present. Such a large man, बहुत अच्छे इंसान है, right? The farmer went away, and I ran over to my cousin Murad's house. So now he started running to meet his cousin. He was sitting under a peach tree. Yeah, that my cousin was sitting under a peach tree and trying to repair the hurt wing of Robin, right? Now, Robin bird का नाम है. जो Robin, young Robin का जो feeder है, that was not working. That she was, or it was injured. So that Murad was trying to repair, trying to fix it, which could not fly. That the robin could not fly. That's why he was helping him. He was talking to the bird, not only helping, but he was also talking with the bird. What is it? He said. Right? Then he said, then what is it? The farmer John Byron, I said. He visited our house. Now that the Aram was talking about his stolen horse. He visited our house. He wants his horse back, right? So वो बोलता है कि that horse is belonged to John Byron. You have had it a month, right? I want you to promise not to take it back until I learn to ride. This is a very interesting line. That I want you, please give me a promise that you will not give it back to Byron until I learn to ride. Means I want to learn the ride on a horse, so please don't give it back until I learn. It will take you a year to learn to ride, right? It will take a year to learn. My cousin Murad said. We would keep the horse a year, I said. So we'll keep the horse a year. My cousin Murad jumped to his feet, or jump करके he stood up. What? He roared, and he shouted that, what? Are you inviting a member of the Garoglanian family to steal? You are telling me that I steal the horse, because stealing is not in our dictionary. The horse must go back to his owner, right? I said that the horse must go back. I said when? In 6 months at the latest, he said. 6 months के अंदर उसको वापस दे देना है. He threw the bird into the air. The bird tried hard, almost fell twice, but at last flew away high and straight. Right? Now here, in 6 months and at least 6 months हम अपने पास रखेंगे. Then we'll give it to back. Now he threw the bird into the air. Now here you can see that there is a symbolization. You can see that the bird tried. The bird is injured, right? The bird is injured. Still he tried hard. Almost fell twice, right? 2 times it fell down, but at last flew away. So from these 2 lines we learn that try and try until you succeed, right? Try करना चाहिए. One day you will be succeed. So from the bird we have to, though it is injured, that, but she never ends up her tried, right? So she tried and tried, almost fell twice, but last flew away, and high and straight, and that is very high and straight flight. Early every morning for 2 weeks, my cousin Murad and I took the horse out of the barn of the deserted vineyard where we were hiding it and rode it. Okay. Now they started riding the horse every morning for 2 weeks. 2 weeks तक उन्होंने start किया, and every morning the horse, when it was my turn to ride alone, leaped over grapevine and small trees and threw me the and ran away. Now this is the same routine for 2 weeks. Every morning they took the horse, have a ride both and alone also. When it will be the turn of Aram, the same happened that he leaped over the grapevine and small trees and threw him and ran away. So, nevertheless, I hope in a time to learn to ride the way my cousin Murad rode, right? But that the Aram did not give hope, right? So, never give up. He said that I'll definitely learn to ride the way my cousin rode, right? So here we can also learn one thing, that try and try, never lose hope, right? So many obstacles are coming in your life, but never give up. One morning, on the way to Petvajian's deserted vineyard, we ran into the farm John Byron, who was on his way to town. Now suddenly when in the morning they saw John Byron. Let me do the talking, my cousin Murad said. Now cousin Murad started to talk the John Byron. I have a way with farmers. Now here again a way. Now he was talking about so many ways, means he knows everything. He has a ways of how to talk with horse, how to handle the horse. He has a way how to talk with the farmers, right? So he said that I have a way with farmer. Good morning, John Byron. My cousin Murad said to the farmer. The farmer studied the horse eagerly, right? Eagerly that he looks like same his horse. So he started staring it. Good morning, son of my friend, he said. What is the name of your horse? Now he asked the name of my cousin Murad said in Armenian. Armenian की भाषा में उसका मीनिंग होता है my heart. His name is my heart. A lovely name, John Byron said, for a lovely horse. For a lovely horse, that is a lovely name by heart. I could swear it is the horse that was stolen from me many weeks ago. Now I can swear that this is the same horse, my horse, which was stolen from many weeks. May I look into his mouth? He asked, right? And Murad said, of course. The farmer looked into the mouth of the horse, right? उसने उसके mouth में देखा. Tooth for tooth, he said, right? I would swear it is my horse if I did. Now he can swear that it is my horse. Obviously, उसका horse है, then definitely he come to know from one staring that it is his horse. If I didn't know your parents, अगर मैं आपके पेरेंट्स को नहीं जानता होता तो मैं दावे के साथ कह सकता हूँ that it is my horse. The fame of your parents or for honesty is well known to me. The fame, that the pride of your family for honesty is well known to me. Yet the horse is the twin of my horse. A suspicious man would believe his eyes instead of his heart. Now he says that if I am not here and instead of that, if there is a suspicious man who was not believing in the fame of your family's honesty, then definitely he would consider his eyes instead of his heart. Now what his eyes is saying? His eyes is saying that this is my stolen horse, and his heart is saying that it's not possible because his family, they are belong to this family who is known for his honesty. Good day, my young friends. Okay. Good day, John Byron, my cousin Murad said. Early the following morning, we took the horse to the John Byron's vineyard and put it in the barn. Now next morning, उन्होंने वापस रख दिया. The dog followed us around without making a sound. Right? There was a dog that they are also following them, but without making a sound, not without barking. I whispered to my cousin. I thought they would bark. Now, Aram was thinking that they were started barking, but it was not so. They would at somebody else, he said. That Murad was saying that they would bark if there will be somebody else instead of him. I am here, that's why they are not barking at us. I have a way with dog. Now first they have a way with horse, then they have a way with farmers, and then he has a way with dog. Now way with dogs means how to tackle the horse and how to have a word with a dog. My cousin Murad put his arms around the horse, around the horse neck, right? उसको थोड़ा hug करते हैं. Pressed his nose into horse's nose, right? So nose करता है. Then patted it. Patted means to have a that is the patting on a back of the horse, and then we went away. उसके बाद हम चले गए. Then that afternoon, John Byron came to our house in his surrey. Now John Byron got his stolen horse, and now he came to my house with his surrey. वो कार्ड के साथ आता है, and sold my mother the horse that had been stolen and returned. Okay. I do not know what to think, he said. Now, right now, John Byron was not knowing and what was going on. The horse is stronger than ever. पहले मेरा horse wild था. Right now, he became strong and better tempered. Better tempered means पहले he was very wild, but now he is not wild. I thank God. My uncle Khosrow, who was in the parlor, again he was sitting in the same place, became irritated and shouted. Again he was irritated and shouted, "Quiet man, quiet. Your horse has been cheated. Pay no attention to it," right? So he was again shouted and irritated, and he says that no attention to it. Okay. Now, here, if you are talking about the white horse, now the white horse symbolizes the wishes of Aram and Murad, right? So that is the Murad and Aram's wishes to have a ride on a horse, which they wanted to be. They want to be trustworthy and honest, and have beauty, freedom, and glamour in their lives as well. Okay, so they are also wanted this thing in their life also. Okay, next. Now we are talking about the moral of the story. Now the moral of the story is do not steal. मतलब कि इन्होंने in the mind of Aram that if we are stealing for 1 hour and if we'll give it back and will not sell it, then it is not a stolen. And in the mind of Murad, if you will took the horse for 6 months, then it is not stolen. And if you took that horse for 1 year, then it is called stolen. So in the author's perspective, it showed the readers how stealing is wrong. Now the both stealing is wrong, the Murad stealing and Aram stealing. That it doesn't not just affect the thief's life, but it affects just about everyone's life. So if you are thinking about stealing anything or single one, it affects not only the thief's life, but it affects the everyone's life. Okay. Uh, the writer does not sugarcoat his view of childhood. However, as Aaron's continuing inability to ride the horse, both remind the reader that all childhood dreams do not come true. Okay. Now here one another lesson you can find that, so it doesn't mean if you dream anything in your childhood and it can be come true. No, it's not possible. There are some dreams which cannot be come true, and you have to accept it just like that, Aram. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Now again I am repeating that after completing every chapter, every text and poem, you have to write down the glossary and the vocabulary, which is difficult word, and uske baad, then after you have to write down the question answer, short and long question answer. And what is that short and long question answer? You have to write. You have to read it, understand it, and then write. Okay, don't jump and copy paste. Okay, first read, understand, and then write. And then after you have to write down some that is some grammar portion which is related to your टेक्स्ट. आपके टेक्स्ट का जो ग्रामर है वो भी आप उसके पीछे आपको लिखना है, राइट? आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू. प्लीज डोंट hesitate and don't confuse yourself that what to do after the text and messaging me so many times. Do one thing, write down the question answer, glossary, and the grammar portion related to the topic. Okay. One another thing is that this is not for the sake of only writing. You have to understand, and you can able to write the answer also again. So please remember, don't copy paste, understand it and then write. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay home. Okay. Bye. Have a good day.